Hi guys, welcome back to another video, where today we're going to be checking out these 5 MiniGT models. So without wasting any more time, let's jump straight in, starting with this Ford Puma Rally M Sport Rally WRT 2022 Rally from the Monte Carlo, or the Monte Carlo winner. An absolute mouthful to say, but in other words, it's the Ford Puma Rally car from MiniGT, which as you can see comes in this really cool purple Red Bull livery, which obviously you can see the purple on the box, and obviously the car and all the names. It's got all the warnings, the number at the top and everything like your standard MiniGT model. But this one, instead of costing the RRP of £13, costs the RRP of £16 to £18, which obviously is a little bit more expensive than the standard MiniGT model, although it does come in the standard packaging. But I can certainly understand why, as obviously there is a little bit more to this model than just maybe a standard OEM Honda Civic, which you will be seeing in this video as well. But you can see with this model they really don't shy away from the detail. You can see the decals are super clear and you can clearly read them all, and although the taillights are painted, you can still see they've got some really good definition and detail. Same goes for the headlights, with them being the classic Ford Puma headlights. But you can also see the writing on the wheels, which they do spin as well, so it's a really nice touch. But you can also see there's also a full roll cage on the interior, which isn't something MiniGT usually do, but like I say, this model is a little bit more expensive because they have got some little extras in them. Like the just overall feel of the cast is just completely solid, and like I say, there's a bit more on the interior, like the roll cage, and there's also a really big shifter as well if you do look closely. But now that brings us on to the second car, which is this ISMA Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evo from the 2020 ISMA 24 Daytona Gear Racing event. Now again, another mouthful of a car to say, but you can see it comes in this really cool cartoony style livery, but you can see it's just got the orange on the box, which really stands out, which again you can see just like the car. The Puma pops just in your face, and so does this Lambo. It's absolutely incredible in person. Honestly, the camera does not do it justice. It's so vibrant and so bright, and there's really good definition on the actual car, considering the livery does actually hide the body lines quite a bit. And just like the Puma, it's a really solid casting. But again, MiniGT really do put a lot of thought and effort into the Lamborghini models, and again this one shows. You can see the detail on the headlights, and also just like I say, the definition on the grille as well. Just really good. Looks super aggressive. And same goes for the rear of the model as well. The GT3 spoiler looks so good, really well proportioned, and you can see the Lamborghini font on the rear of the model. Also, there is small little Lamborghini badges in the centres of the wheels, which aren't really visible, but they are there. But like I say, the detail, the proportion, the colours of this model, very good, super realistic, and definitely one for the collection. So now moving on to the third model, we've got this 2023 Honda Civic Type R in Rally Red with Advan GT wheels. Now, not too long ago we did cover the white Honda Civic Type R, which was a little bit disappointing, but I will admit I did get it a little bit wrong, as I did say the taillights were painted. Now that is actually right, they are painted, but they are also on a piece of plastic as well, so there is a plastic inset, but I do stick to the fact there could be a lot more detailed on the rear, as again this model does show that. But I will say, like I say, I was wrong. They are on a piece of plastic, not just painted onto the actual car. But as you can see, it comes on the Advan GT wheels, which kind of suit the car, but in my opinion it looks a little bit weird without a brake disc or a caliper behind them, with there being such a big gap in the wheels. As you can see, they do spin really free and really well, but other than that they are quite basic, as they are just standard concave Advan GT wheels. There's no writing on them, there's no tyre writing, they're just very standard. Looks very clean and OEM, but again, I do think they could put a lot more detail into this model. That's not saying there's no detail. Obviously you can see the definition on the front end of the model is really good. They've got the grille really well done, and also the headlights and the Honda badge is really clear. But now moving on to the fourth model, we've got this Lamborghini Seon FPK 37 in the presentation colourway. As you can see, it's number 529 out of the whole series, and you can see it comes in the standard green to match the car on the box, just like all the other models to match the cars representatively. But you can see this is a first casting for the Lamborghini Seon from MiniGT, so I was super excited to get my hands on it. And again, it's another absolutely solid casting, and what I mean by that is they feel really solid in your hand. They feel a lot more expensive than the £13 to £15 that they will cost, but you can just see this model is really well detailed. You can see the wheels are extremely well detailed and they spin super smoothly, and the carbon accents to match that are really well done. You can see the Italian flags on both sides of the car, and you can just, the rear of the model is really well done as well. Unfortunately, you can see one little nick in the tail lights, but again, that's just a tiny little quality control issue that unfortunately can be avoided, but it's one little thing. I don't think it'll be on every single model. But again, you can just see the detail and the quality that's gone into this model. Apart from that, is really good. You can clearly see the Lamborghini badges front and back, and also even on the center caps of the wheels, which is a really nice touch. And you can also see just on the front of the model, it's really nicely detailed. Overall, they've got this car really well done in my opinion. But now let's move on to the final car, which is this Nissan Skyline GTR Top Secret in Bayside Blue. Now, as you can see, this is number 531 out of the series, and just like your other models, comes in the standard box with the Top Secret on the side and the MiniGT on the other side. All the warning labels and everything you would need or expect on your standard MiniGT box. But you can see this model is absolutely incredible, just like the others. You can see the paintwork is absolutely phenomenal, and obviously the Top Secret kit is really well done. Now you can see the rear of the model is really well proportioned, and the paintwork is absolutely phenomenal, like I say. You can see the wheels spin absolutely perfectly, and they come in this really nice gold with a nice silver trim, which really just offset the car really nicely. You can see that it's got the carbon fibre bonnet or hood, and the trunk or boot, if you will, as well, which again just really adds to the detail. The carbon fibre detail isn't also too badly done either. It's a nice effect which you can really clearly make out. You can also see the Fusion decal on the bonnet really clearly, and like I say, proportionally this is really well done. You can also see the detail really isn't bad either on the headlights, the tail lights, and just like I say, the GTR badges. The intercooler on the front is just all really well done. But now I'm just going to give a quick overview on the actual models themselves. So to start off, we've got the Puma. In my opinion, this is a really strong casting, and I would definitely like to see more WRT or WRC models from MiniGT in the future, as if they are this good, like I say, I would definitely be getting more. Well, that brings us on to the Gear Racing Lamborghini Huracan Evo GT3, which again, absolutely phenomenal casting and really well detailed. Really good definition, like I said in the actual review, and just overall, definitely, like I said, one for the collection if you are either a racing fan or a Lamborghini fan in general. A very good casting. But then we moved on to the Civic, which again we have already covered, but again, it's a very nice colour. The wheels, they suit it, but I don't really think it's something that I would be going out of my way to get. But if you are a Civic fan, it is something very cool, as the front end is quite detailed, but in my opinion, the Pop Race one is a lot more worth it. But that brought us on to the Lamborghini Seon, which obviously is a brand new casting for MiniGT, and I must say they've got it very well done. Extremely good detail, very good proportion. The paint and just the overall presentation of the actual presentation model is really good. But that brought us onto the final model, which was the top secret Nissan Skyline GTR, which in my opinion proportionally could have been a little bit better, but the detail is there. The carbon is a decent effect, but again, I do think there could have been a little bit more done to the proportion, as it's just a little bit chubby and a little bit stubby. So make of that what you will. But I am going to wrap up here, guys. Make sure to let me know which one of these models was your favourite, and if you did make it this far into the video, also drop a like and subscribe if you are new. But I really appreciate you all watching. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all next time.